Hello and welcome, I'm Peasant, and going to continue with some more Loop Hero. So I just died. I can resurrect. I don't want to. I think this science run has we've learned all we could learn. So yeah, if you're interested in that, check the previous one. We learned things about deserts and rivers and things like that. And I don't think we were going to get anywhere with that particular run. We do have fresh things to try though. We have lots of fresh things to try. I actually think I do want to go back to Warrior. I've not actually defeated the Chapter 2 boss with Warrior, so I think it's time I tried that. And we've got things to do in here, and I've been a little bit slow on this because I do have a bit of a stockpile of resources from all of my playing of the demo. So I have been, but I think we've got all this stuff here. I feel like I want to interact with this. We've got all these loots and what have you, and we've got So let's work out what the hell's going on with this. So how many food slots have we got? We've got 2 food slots. This helps us. So the garlic helps us with vampires. That's not a big worry of mine. Paintings are going to increase damage to boss. I mean, let's so what do we need to actually make this all work well? Warehouse. Plus 10 to the camp's item limit. Let's just build one. It looks like it has to go up here. And it wants to build over a watchtower. My intel. These are actually quite okay. Supply depot should not be built there. I think we deconstruct it and build it somewhere with a bit more space around it. Do we get 5952? Let's see if we actually get all of our resources back. That's probably worth knowing. No, we don't. We get half roughly. So this wants to have some adjacencies. Wheat fields we can build over. That's no dramas. So maybe we could put it. Yeah, here's got lots of adjacencies. Okay, so. And the other thing is we actually do have potential upgrades. So let's... Oh yeah, and the other thing else I want to check is with the refuge. Because it's these survivor tents. It can't be destroyed, but its inhabitants will gladly move to better housing if you build it. Okay. So I think if I build houses, maybe some of these tents will go away. So we've got these 4 here. Let's just try building some houses. So mud huts are definitely houses. So can we actually build over the? Okay, so we can't actually build directly over these tents. I'm going to try building a house here and see what happens to this tent. Okay, that's cool. We're into story time. Well, that's it then. Now we can roll up our tents and leave these shelters. I'll need a few minutes to inform everyone. Ooh, that's exciting. There are not enough houses for everyone, so we'll have to put multiple families in each house, but still, it gets us closer to a civilized way of life. Okay, we've got ourselves a little chivo as well. So that's good. Okay, mud hut. You can give residents furniture or food to store, and there are upgrades available. That's a rare resource. I'm not necessarily going to throw that in, but that gives me more camp slots. Okay, well, I actually quite like being in a tent, but I think I'm sure the residents are going to appreciate... Wow, we can actually upgrade our watchtowers as well. I'm just going to build a load of huts. I can't help it. Oh, the other thing that's useful here is we've actually got a nice set of adjacencies for our supply depot. Would have all these adjacencies here. And here I am just squandering my resources by just building and dismantling things. So this is going to be our supply area. And... then, but I think people's welfare is more important than my supplies, so let's just build a hut somewhere. Oh yeah, where are those? So how many other lots of survivors have we got? We've got a mud hut. We've got 2 mud huts. We've got our canteen. We've got these farms. We build loads of farms. Where are the other? Where are they? So it looks like they don't overbuild. Am I just blind? Well, those of you that have watched me play this game before do know you know that I am not the most observant person ever. Okay. Have all the where did all those campsites go? It looks like they went. That will be easier probably to see on the, on the video than here. Okay. Oh well, I've actually got another upgrade on the potion. Okay. So, well, no one's living in tents now, so that's good. But yeah, I really want to engage with this supply and craft and stuff like that. So how much? So food. So do you have extra food slots now? Because we built all those houses. So we've got 3 food slots, but vampires really are not a problem. I don't think have I ever been killed by a vampire in this? No. I can just right click to put them in. Okay. And I suspect you could make some pretty cool builds with all that. Okay. That's nice. Okay, so we can see what furniture we've got. +1 to vampirism if you already have it. So then we could use this to buff the rogues' innate vampirism. +1 to max HP for every resource gained during this expedition. That seems very cool as well. And what's our limit on furniture? Looks like 3. +1 times loop HP past the campfire, and this is plus 0.2 if you already have regeneration. So this is interesting. I mean, this is going to this furniture is going to build my max HP. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty decent. We've also got these watchtower upgrades. Let's look at these other things. All right, so if you just look at tools, I'm just going to remove these all, and then so we've got kitchen knives plus 1% HP for every food item placed in your camp. Is that just over the course of forever? I just don't know. And then we've got Skinner's Knife, 10% chance to receive a ration after killing a rat wolf. I'm not really into fighting rat wolves that extensively. It's not really my trade. Jeweler's Magnifying Glass raises the chance of finding a rare item by 10%. Yes. Yes. That sounds good to me. We still got slots. We've got loads of tool slots apparently. So we don't care so much about kitchen knives. What about blacksmith's hammer? +1 armor. Decent. And what's this? Forest axe. Every time the hero receives stable branches, he has a 10% chance of receiving more. Well, I mean, I've got quite a lot of stable wood. So that's... but yeah, okay, we've got lots of tools. That's cool. And then food, we've just got garlic. Maybe it's time to upgrade the canteen. And then our jewellery, +2 damage to all undead. And then brass candlestick. Hero's damage increased by 5% when he's in range of a road lantern or a beacon effect. And then don't stack tacked on the end for good measure. Okay. So maybe we could do some upgrading here. And here's something funny. I still can't unlock this the town card. We could improve the healing. And there's extra item slots from there as well. The smithy. What's the upgrade? This is going to get me forge. Okay, let's get this. This is something that some people who've played a lot of the demo have had for a while. So let's do that upgrade. Wow. Finally I'm a big boy. Oh, sorry time. Blasted be me furnace. Actually, I think this guy's kind of Scottish. Blasted be me furnace. I used to be just a cabin boy on an orlop deck, and now I'm a bona fide captain of a blacksmithing battleship. Yo ho ho! Now it's my turn to keep this furnace downwind. You can expect plenty of deliveries from my fiery harbour. I swear on my clippers. That's enough of that. I am half Scottish. I can do this. From now on, every time you embark on a new expedition, your cargo hold will be full of weapons. Well, thanks for that. Oh man, this game is so cool. I love story time. Okay, so we can start with basic gear for any class. We can craft, and we've got the Smith's Forge card now available. Ooh, crikey. That's exciting. Okay, what's this? Oh, upgrading the mud hut. I'm trying not to just build everything with my massive amounts of resources. So what's this do? It's gonna unlock the ability to craft furniture. And a bridge is gonna... Oh, I can actually afford the bridge anymore. Awareness is gonna... Awareness? That's gonna add to the camp limit. Let's add another mud hut somewhere. Let's try and put it somewhere that doesn't matter too much. Sort of on the edge of town. This is where I'd live. And then let's have a quick look at our supply. Okay, so we're... Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Do we now have full... Do we now have use all of our furniture? No. Okay, so we don't need... This is going to buff any vampirism we have. Okay, yeah, I'm going to bring a couple of chairs with me. And we're gonna return to warrior, and I feel like we've got some good stuff here. Oh, that outpost card, and that's got a potential upgrade as well. Plus 4% to hero strength. Okay, but let's go. So that's enough messing around with the camp. Enough story time. Yeah, so we're going to be warrioring it, and we've got some new things to play with. I haven't used the Maze of Memories just yet, and I haven't used Arsenal with Warrior either. Okay, lots of new toys. So, what do we do? I've got multiple objectives here. I've got the idea, I want to be maybe gaining more of these Orb of Crafts, so that makes Treasury good, I think. Because the gargoyles drop the ingredients for Orb of Crafts. What else do we want to do? I kind of want to see the Maze of Memories, but I haven't got the boss kill yet, so I'm going to go with our Arsenal of my 3 options of these gold cards, but we'll look at that soon. And, I mean, do I go with a tried and tested kind of strategy? I like the idea of going Storm Temple. We haven't tried 3x3 of Forest, so maybe I will try that. Yeah, let's go with a 3x3 of Forests. With Storm Temple. Now, River didn't seem to buff Forests. Or did it? Okay, let's go River, Forest, Storm Temple. And then up here we've got... feels weird not having vampire mansions. And villages now basically... In Chapter 2 they will drop these bandits. And the bandits destroy my gear, which is pretty horrible. So we're going to be going for a lot of damage. We're going to be burning forests. We're going to have treasury. And then I think we like spiders because they drop so many cards. We've got to take at least 2 of these. We haven't used Smith's Forge yet. So what it's going to do is remove up to 2 items from inventory, adds an effect for 10 hits that lowers incoming damage by 20%. Well, let's just try it anyway. But it's going to remove things from my inventory, so we don't really want to be dealing with villages. Because the villages will bring bandits, the bandits will then also destroy stuff, and it'd be good to have backup things. So let's not have that. Let's go with Ruins. Let's go with Bloodgrove. We actually don't need to use Groves because we've got Forests. So maybe we could skip Groves. We can't... Yeah, we can't have just... We haven't used Swamp, but I'm not going to use Swamps here. Could go with Skeleton. You could have Spider Skeletons. And adds an effect that lowers incoming damage by 20%. Okay, well, we'll try that. And then, so, crystals don't really do much with forests. So yeah, go. Oh, and Bookery we've not used either. So this replaces your cards with random ones when you pass by, collapses after 20 exchanges. So yeah, let's go with that. It's also new. But these are in the alpha. And Oblivion is very handy. Potentially, but we could skip it for the sake of having a slightly smaller deck. Do we have any... Obviously, if we use Oblivion, we could use it to kind of buff our Bloodgroves. But I think, yeah, we're going to try and stay slim. And we are going Warrior. So let's do this. So first things first is to place the arsenal. And we'll see what we get granted. It feels funny to be playing as warrior again after all this time. Let's have the arsenal somewhere. I don't think it actually matters where I place these things. Let's place it here. Though actually that was the starting with a mistake, because basically that is my best slot in the game, because I have watchtower support here. So I could fight, my toughest fights could be here. Though actually they probably wouldn't spawn next to the next to my camp anyway. Okay, lovely. For early treasury. Now we do have a river. Okay, this is worth knowing. I was going to raise my head a little bit. It is worth knowing I do have a river, and I don't know how my head. I think my head might have just slipped down over time. It's worth knowing that oh no, the river will be able to squeeze through there, I think. Will it? No, it won't be able to squeeze through there. So I think the river has to go along this way. So that's something worth knowing. So maybe we'll put the treasury... Wow, we can put it in the middle. And we want to get the treasury out kind of sooner rather than later. And I had this idea of surrounding the treasury with river. I suspect that's not going to do anything. I'm just going to put it out there. So we also want to be burning our forests. Maybe... And now I'm thinking, what the hell's the river even for? Oh yeah, for the burnt forests. So maybe the river could start down here. Yeah, let's do that. So this can go here. Actually, I'm going to hold off. If I get lucky and get another treasury, then I could start with a couple of treasuries down there. Okay, Spider Grove. Let's get that going ASAP. Let's put it up there. Okay, so more forests. Ooh, first time I've had a retaliation damage. Oh my god, it's one of my favourite effects in every game. A thorns effect. Oh my lord. This game just keeps on finding my boxes and just ticking them. So we'll go with actually I think skeletons are buffed when they're adjacent to each other like this. But I've got a new effect. I've got a helmet now. I'm nigh unkillable. Let's go with some counter. Wow, it feels so different after playing Necromancer and Rogue, which is, it's kind of what you want, really, isn't it? Let's get our bits out. Oh yeah, and we can use the spiders on those skeletons things to make it a slightly less scary fight, so we'll do that. And we have our Storm Temple. So we could use the Storm Temple to help with these fights. And this line is good. This all feels like it's coming together. Because we could have... I could start placing forests along here. Yeah, I can start placing forests along here. Essentially, but I'm going to put that off just in case I can get an additional treasury. Because if I can, then that's just it's just great. I don't really want to burn thickets though, because they are plus 2% hero attack speed. So I'm going to have to try and maybe put them on the other side of the river when it comes. Okay, yeah, this is silly. Oh, look at this, a new hat. I've got new hats now. Yeah, I think that's a better hat. It's got a feather in it. I mean, you could improve any hat with a feather. I don't need to though, because my hats are already so good. They don't need improving with a feather. But if you have a lower grade of hat, feel free to take this tip and run with it. Bookery. So here we are. Replaces your cards with random ones when you pass by. Collapses after 20 exchanges. I'm not going to rush to do that because I really want all these forests and thickets. So yeah, probably not going to play it until we've got our things set up. So that's yeah, let's have a bit of attack speed. I think that's fine. And we should get some help from the Storm Temple, especially as there are more enemies. It's not a 1v1. And there's the cracked skeleton. So that seems to be 50. Well, it's nothing subtle about it. It's 3%. Is it 50% of skeletons when they die will leave a cracked skeleton? And there's our river. Okay. So we're gonna have forests along here, then the river next to it. I'm going to put... Yeah, let's just start. Let's just make a start on that, because I kind of want to... Yeah, I'm not going to try and hold out for treasures. I will, of course, immediately... Actually, no. Let's wait until after this fight, and then I will administer these things. Minister? Put these things in there. Okay, new hats. Okay, and a new ring. That is magic damage now. I love magic damage. Okay, so we are going to do just check a few things. So, we're going to have forests along here, so they are going to instantly catch fire. That's fine. So, magic damage is currently sitting on 4. It's now 4.5 because this is going to give me 0.5. Let's put this here. It's now up to 5. If we put the river here, it won't make a... Let's wait till we've got 2 rivers so that we can do this in a way that works. But we're going to put thickets on the other side of the river. That's a... Actually, I think the river can just keep going in this direction. So we'll put a thicket here and a thicket here. And actually, there's no reason to hold off on these forests as well. Actually, we might want to kink the river. But yeah, we'll do that. And... carry on. So when I get a second river, we'll just check, and I find it easier to check it in one go rather than breaking it up. That's a recipe for me to just forget absolutely everything. And maybe I won't extend up there for possibility of treasuries, but sometimes you can go a long time without treasuries, so that's probably not a worthwhile thing to do. I'm not going to place this cemetery until I've got a spider to go with it. Oh, that's an upgrade. Let's just take that. Let's just take that little upgrade. Sweet little upgrade, a bit of evasion. And we've got 5 magic damage, that feels pretty good. Okay, there's the spiders that we want. That's just an improvement, we'll take it. And we'll go with a 3rd cemetery in a row. And we're just waiting for that second river. Okay, there it is. So, magic damage currently is sitting on 5. Attack speed is sitting on plus 14. So the thicket... So our attack speed should go up by 2% to 16. And our magic damage should just go up to 6. No, actually, the magic damage won't go up. The attack speed has gone up. The second river, though, should bump the magic damage up to 7. Okay, it doesn't seem to. Alright, okay, I had my suspicions about that. They are now confirmed. But it does work on the thickets, so we'll put thicket there. And maybe... Yeah, we'll just surround this with forests, and probably I'll put more storm towers along here. Okay. So yeah, weird that the burn forests don't seem to get buffed by the river. Maybe this isn't classed as a landscape tile? That's possible. Oh, we've got ourselves our first upgrade. Okay, battering ram. That was a favourite of mine. Survivalist. If your HP drops below 30%, your regen is doubled. I'm not really a big regener. It's not really my vibe. Resurrection charge. I could take that and then not use it. Sorry to the people that have seen me do that. I actually like battering ram. Obviously, it's not great against the boss. Omicron's technique is, I think, good against the boss. Let's take it. Ooh, we've got a very, very shiny new hat. 11 retaliation damage, 6 magic damage. Oh my god. That's a very good hat. You don't need a feather on that one. It's just great already. And we've got these Smith's Forge, so I will use those as well. Right, let's have a look. Removes up to 2 items from inventory. Adds an effect that lowers incoming damage by 20%. So I've not used these at all before. Well, we could... we could add one into this fight and see what happens. Oh, it's got a number on it. That's intriguing. Oh yeah, let's just continue the river. And yeah, I'm going to finish this because I want to be fighting gargoyles. Oh, we got ourselves a village. I love these guys. I've always loved tree creatures in stuff, and we've got lots of nice stuff from that. Oh, a new helmet. But this helmet is going to be hard to match. And we've got this, which has got magic damage. We'll take it. And then this armor, which is way better. I hope that hasn't been sat there too long. Yeah, that's good. This is good. Very happy. We've got the bookery, but I'm going to see what this Smith's Forge does first. That 6 then went down to a 4. Maybe just showing off how observant I am. From inventory. Oh, was that... Did it remove stuff from here? Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see over time. But here's a treasury. So we'll put it here. And I'll try and fill it up from the back. So we can't put a thicket in there. So yeah, possibly a mistake. It's okay. It'll be okay. Okay, so every time I pass it, it eats some of my items. Interesting. So that suggests that we're going to put it there, so we're going to pass. So we're going to lose all of our items here. So we can rearrange our inventory to the top. And it means that I need to be even more... Okay. So we've now got the effect from the armor. There it is. Plus 20% defense for 30 hits. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, I like that. Like that a lot. Let's just take that little damage boost there. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have loads of Smith's Forge, I think. Right, so we've got our spider town up here. Let's add another spider. We're going to have spider skeleton land up here. Let's have a river. And I think I'm going to bring the river over here, actually, because it's not really doing a lot there. And we're going to burn these forests eventually anyway, I think. It's a waste to burn a thicket. Oh, here are our ruins. I think the ruins that were by my start camp were pretty good. If we put it here, it doesn't seem like we get any enemies in our cozy camp. So if we put it here, then we shouldn't have to deal with them being ranged nightmares. Unless, I guess, they spawn just and I have a fight here. But that's going to be less likely. A less common occurrence. Another forest. Okay, another river. And got some almost certainly inferior equipment. Well, that's better. We can bring this river. I'm going to be kinking it. You know how it is. So yeah, so you just put the thicket here. And what's our attack speed? Plus 26%. And new headgear. More retaliation, but that magic damage is down. And a new axe. And another storm temple. Oh, you love to see it. Okay, we'll go here. And we could set fire to all of this stuff as well. I mean, do I actually necessarily want to have 2 storm temples? Then the odds of them hitting me become higher. Because at some point it will just be one-on-one with me and an enemy. So actually maybe having them on the like this isn't ideal. I could have them here, and then they're going to help with a whole load more fights. The diagonal thing, for some reason, is appealing, even though I'm going to get less burned forests. Yeah, we are burning so many forests. Oh, could I try and make a 3x3 of burned forests? Well, it's going to be awkward with this river here, actually. Okay, so I've got that armor effect. Yeah, I wonder if I can make a 3x3 of burned forests. I prefer to have the magic damage, even though it is a... in theory, a weaker... Ooh, who's this? Who's this fella? That's... press the wrong button. No, that's right. That's suspicious. A suit of armor just lying here on the road, and... oh, look at his little face. Wait, are you alive? Overfilled with existence. Oh, poor weary soul. I don't understand. What should I do? What does alive mean? What does it mean to exist? Let's not dig this deep yet. We'll focus on your first question first. You're quite a big guy. Protect the helpless or help us in our work. Can you forge metal, or do you see yourself as a cook perhaps? Or weapon in my hand, to kill, to execute. You're standing in front of me, so I must be supposed to fight you. Chopping wood or harvesting wheat are also good options. My self-determination is complete. I am made for battle. My armour shall dull their blades, and my sword shall cleave their flesh. Well, there is some logic in your reasoning, but generally speaking, you're an idiot. Okay, looks like we've got a fight on our hands. Did he just... Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage, this guy. Am I any... Steel flesh. All damage done to this creature is reduced to 1 HP. Okay, so attack speed's going to be good. Always the first target as well. That's kind of scary, but very cool. So this is... if you're watching this and we're still in the time of the demo, that is actually something you can get in the demo. It's just really hard to get in the demo. Story time. It seems that the only way to lower the aggression of the world, if this world is, well... Oh, don't be sad. Some more aggression. Another soul is lost. If it was a soul, of course. Well, I should have done the mouse over. I would have been able to tell you. I would have been able to tell you. Okay. Ooh, new helmet. I'm gonna keep the magic damage, and that's a weaker weapon. And I'm gonna keep the shield of magic damage as well. Oh, this ring might have just slipped by. It's a... And again, I'm just stacking magic damage, apparently. Apparently that's who I've become. So, hopefully we'll get to kill this guy. But I think, yeah, the Blood Grove does help with that. Oh. I think we already met. Out of the way, I must... Wait a minute, why do you look like me? Oh yeah, they've got the... I hadn't noticed that till now. Oh, I'm a big fan of yours. The trees talk so much about you. They even made me in your honour. I'll be glad to get out of your way, but I'm afraid I can't walk, you see. I've grown here, literally. I see. Cut me down, cut me down. I don't want to put you to work, but it's really the only way. Okay, but cut harder, because I'm going to fight back. What? I'm very sorry, but the forest saw how you fight. So it's part of me too now. Believe me, I don't want to hurt you, but I can't go against the will of the forest. If you say so, is this a good place to cut? Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie me. Okay, and because I don't have mountains, I do not have a lot of max HP, I think. Well, I wasn't expecting this type of gratitude from the world for remembering it, just as I wasn't expecting such a nice talk with a piece of wood. He was a nice guy. May his ashes rest in peace, or his cinders. Oh, that might have been the game cluing us in about this interaction. Maybe. Possible. Okay, that's a nice improvement in that weapon. And oh, it's one of these blokes. Yeah, maybe not having mountains is not ideal. Okay, so that must be an improved helmet, surely. I mean, we're losing some magic damage. What about this one? Yeah, let's improve our helmet, and then we've got. Yeah, that looks good, and then this. Attack speed vampirism. It's a damage debuff. What about this? Bit of counter. Nah, I think we're all right. I think we're okay. Okay, let's have another burning forest. So it's a bit of a shame. The river doesn't seem to care about forest being on fire. It doesn't care. Okay, and that's yeah. I'd rather have the magic damage. We'll keep the river going up here, and we'll fill in this treasury. I mean, I want to set fire to these forests, so I'm not going to use my thickets here. My thicket. Okay, got some gargoyles. Hopefully this magic damage is going to make this fight. So it's 12 damage. So it's still... My magic damage isn't pure damage. In theory I've got 17 magic damage. So it's not like it is a kind of insta win. Ah, okay, I could use the thicket with the blood grove, actually, to place the blood grove. Where do we want a blood grove for this sand fight here? These sandworms. So we could just put this... Actually, we could have a lot of help from the blood grove here, actually, in both of these fights. That feels good. Loads of spooders. Actually, we've taken some damage here. When did that happen? Okay, the river has to go here. We'll delay decision on that second bit of river. Lots of retaliation damage. Okay, and I don't think they're improvements, or are they? No. River considerations now. Yeah, we probably want to kind of... We don't have... Maybe we want to be winding our river around thickets. Okay, what have we got here? So, blissful ignorance gives us lots of oblivions. Surveyor, not so interested. Let's go with second thoughts. I am taking some damage, though. I mean, this might be an idea. I think we go second thoughts, though. Plus 0.15 damage for every potion used. I mean, I've already used a load of potions. Article Protection is amazing. After receiving this hero effect, and after every loop, the hero receives a bar of Phantom Protection that equals 65% of his max HP. This is great if we go towards Evade. We could try and go towards Evade, but the trouble is we've got helmets now, and helmets don't really... they don't seem to offer kind of evasion buffs. I'm going to go Strong Aftertaste. I could be wrong about that with helmets, but they seem to offer retaliation damage, so maybe you want to go more towards defense than evasion. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, lots of rivers and some ruins. So, yeah, I think this is a good fight as well. The Watchtower will help us with that one. Let's wind a river around a thicket. So that should increase my attack speed. It did. Good. Good lad. And Bookery. We could use a Bookery. Let's try it. So it replaces your cards with random ones when you pass by. I'm going to try putting the Bookery somewhere. So the trouble with doing it here is that it will mean that it will just replace my cards very rapidly in quick succession, which I might not want. So maybe we'll have just the one Bookery. We're actually going to gain a load of cards here, so maybe we could have the Bookery there as an opportunity to kind of switch out some of the cards that we've gained that we don't like. So maybe I'm going to try and work with defense here. I'm just taking quite a lot of damage. Let's have another thicket, and we'll wrap. Maybe we could wrap the river around this thicket. So the thicket is giving... we've got a lot of attack speed here. So we're going to wrap the river around the thicket. We can even take it around here. That doesn't feel that efficient, actually. We'll go something like that. So our attack speed is plus 52 now. That's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, and here's our Storm Temple, which we're going to set fire to all these trees. Yeah, I don't think that Ent's going to be our fan for long. Okay, these are going to get got. So they got removed, and now we've got treasuries. Okay. Okay, then. And another forest. We'll burn it. We put the treasury here, I think. Yeah, because unlike before, I'm going through a very different strategy with the treasuries. Trying to... trying to get the gargoyle fights early, especially as I've got so much magic damage, just makes sense. Okay, this ring is just an improvement as far as I can tell. Yeah, we'll take it. And that's another thicket. Oh, I did set fire to this thicket. Oops. I couldn't resist this this diagonal. Damn it, that was a mistake. So yeah, anything in here is going to burn. So let's put the thicket. We could hang on to the thicket and maybe put it... yeah, wow, we lost so much attack speed for that thicket burning. I don't. What happens if we Oblivion a Storm Door? I don't even think I've got Oblivions in this deck, so we won't be able to find that out right now. Where else might I want? I'm going to put this thicket here for our potential Hungry Grove there. And these fights, these end fights, just don't seem that bad. That's the truth. These guys are more scary. I mean, I know they didn't look at there. Let's go with a big defense, because we are not going evade. We're kind of going to go with this retaliation damage. So yeah, I need to try and note, follow my damage increasing whenever I drink potions. Oh yeah, well, I've got to... with this bit here, I have to be really careful not to lose really cool loot. Okay, 17 to 26 is a damage buff. This is actually a bigger damage buff with a little bit of vampirism built in. Yeah, let's go for that. Because if we're defense, we will be tanking damage. So we are going to take some damage. She made this... I mean, I know that it's a higher tier item, so it has more stuff. But damage is absolutely king, I think. And we do have a vampirism buff because of our furniture, maybe? Or did I just dream that? Yeah. We want to... Yeah, let's wrap the river. Actually, no, the river's not going to benefit anything here because it's going to be on fire. So we'll just do this weird kink. Mistakes are being made. Lots of them. Okay, and a thicket. Yeah, I mean, if I can... Oh, actually, I can... If I have thicket up here, it's not going to be on fire. Let's just post the river there as well. Okay, and we are... Yeah, maybe I could switch into regen. I know that I rejected the regen perk. Bit of silverware, lovely. Okay, finish this treasury and bring another gargoyle into the world. This is going to buff my vampirism a little bit. This is actually going to increase my damage to all, which is pretty good. Nah, let's not do it. Let's not do that. And some more ruins. We could actually just use the river to proc the treasury a bit sooner. But actually, yeah, and then we can kink around a thicket that we put here. Yeah, let's just wait on that. And can we handle another ruins? We could have a spider ruins. We have not put a ruins next to a cemetery before. And this, yeah, I think that sounds reasonable. Okay, well. So there's a thicket. Put it up here. And there's another cemetery. I'm a little bit wary of cemeteries because of my past experiences. But maybe I shouldn't be so wary. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We'll be fine. He says he's half health. Be fine. And more forests. Old frying pan, lovely. I think my loot's reasonable, so yeah, let's just burn these. And I'm okay. So magic damage 24. The trouble is we can't actually see half amounts of magic damage, so we don't know if that's actually buffed it by 1 or if it just buffed it by half. We just don't know. Okay, that must be an improvement. More retaliation damage, more attack speed. Okay. And drinking potions. Okay. Okay, that's a thicket, so we don't want to burn the thicket. Yeah, we're not kind of acing this. We could buff our vampirism, take it. And what about this? Retaliation damage 19. Let's go with that. I feel like I've not seen a lot of evidence of this retaliation damage. I'm sure it's there. I'm sure it's not just imaginary damage. Right, so we've got... I definitely don't want the Bloodgrove to get eaten by the Bookery, so let's put it somewhere. Looks like there wasn't any interaction there, but we'll have a Bloodgrove for this fight as well. Yeah, that's good. And we will have a thicket somewhere it's not going to be on fire. Say here. That looks good. It looks very good. Let's have another Smith's Forge. These fights are kind of under control because of our watchtowers. We could maybe do with a Smith's Forge before all these fights. Maybe something like that. So they are just going to trash all my gear. But that's okay. Yeah, this is just better in every way. It's got extra magic damage. Yeah, looks like the Bloodgrove trick does work. Pretty effectively. Bit of counter, bit of evasion. Nah. So yeah, can we make a defense build? Can we use the retaliation damage effectively? Okay, we're getting kind of Bloodgrove stuff going on. These are actually kind of scary enemies. I mean, maybe I'll place that somewhere. I mean, we could have another ruins, but the trouble is, at this point, we're gonna, if there are dudes in there, then they'll fight on this, and that will make it a kind of a much scarier fight than it has to be. So let's not. But they drop such good loot that I feel maybe, yeah, this is fine. This is fine, this being here. I think we also we gain pretty cool stuff when we go into a ruin. Okay, and what's that? Vampirism buff. Yeah, we are able to do some pretty serious damage to those. Okay, let's have some damage to those gargoyles and craft fragments. So that's the reason I'm summoning those gargoyles. So thanks so much for Scientists for laying out the drops. Okay. And so maybe actually you can not exactly farm gargoyles, but this might be a better way of getting those orbs of craft than trying to beat the Lich over and over again. I actually need to check that, but that could be the case. Let's just get a better hat. And yeah, this is fine. But they're gonna do a Bookery here, so I don't really want to make sure I use my Bloodgrove before that happens. Ooh, spiders and ruins, and so yeah, we'll have another spiders in here to dilute that fight. And here we've got another storm temple. Do I actually want another storm temple? Don't really want to set these thickets on fire, but I could maybe have help on these fights from a storm temple. Maybe you could have it somewhere like here. I wonder if there's some kind of interaction with Storm Temple and these kind of woodland villages. I've not consciously placed them over the top. Let's see if there is. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, retaliation damage 33. So I've had people saying about how the different colours, the more rare items, the more things on are better. But if you're really stacking something, that I don't think that's necessarily true. Wow, we've got a lot of skeleton fights here. Because if you're going really hard on retaliation damage, you might want as much of it as possible. I mean, the most typical example of that rule stacking is like evasion. You know, if you're going for trying to hit your 75% evasion cap, which is the cap. Yeah, probably want to finish this. Then these grey items, that if you get a grey ring that offers you a lot of evasion, then that is going to be very helpful. Oh yeah, let's have a Bloodgrove for these fights over here. Smith's Forge, I mean, it does make these enemies, they're kind of a, yeah, mildly scary enemy. You don't need multiple bookeries. For now, anyway. Yeah, and these are actually going to get recycled by the bookery, so that's fine. That works well. Works wonderfully. Where'd this guy come from? Did I just put a ruins? I did put a ruins there. Oh my god, my memory. My memory is a special thing. There is yeah, so this is the example. So one did spawn in here in the middle of the fight and then join in. Shield of Faith. Upon killing an enemy, receives 1 stained glass charge, which can protect him with 20% chance. 3 stained glasses maximum. I did try and use this before, and it's kind of okay. I think dominant mass, especially as we're going defense. I feel like I want to use this more, but we're going to go with this because it's actually fits in with what I'm doing. And we'll go with dilution, the classic skeleton dilution trick. And here's a river. Let's buff our thicket. And yeah, looks good. Looks really good. Retaliation damage. Okay. Okay. Another lovely forest. Another cemetery. Well, we just make a road of cemeteries. I can't see how that would ever backfire. Okay, this just looks like a better version. So we'll take it and we'll have another forest. Our crimes against the forest are pretty severe at this point. The whole forest is on fire. Okay. And yeah, I think thickets are super good, so we'll try and put a thicket somewhere where it won't be on fire. Actually, up here it won't be on fire. And we'll complete our treasury, which is something we're trying to do so that we can get some of those rare resources. And yeah, that's good. And these end fights just don't seem like that big a deal. Oh yeah, okay, so the river in theory, oh no, we'd have to just, I think the river just has to go straight here. May as well start on that little project. Oh, actually, we might have wanted to use it to contribute towards finishing that treasury. Okay, Bloodgrove. Okay, we've got some pretty decent Bloodgrove coverage. So this is actually a Hungry Grove. It's quite funny. If you put a Bloodgrove next to an existing Bloodgrove, you get Hungry Grove because it's not adjacent to it's not orthogonal to an actual forest. Oh, the burned forest actually does seem to sustain a Bloodgrove as well. I guess that's interesting. I guess. Let's have some more forests. And part of me wishes I could make a 3x3 of forests, but that would take a little. I don't think that's something I can do right now. Okay. Okay, what's this? We've got the old feather hat. Just got a bit of evasion in, but we're going pretty heavy defense with our hats now if we can. He says with a hat that offers no defense whatsoever. Where do the lies end, peasant? Where do they end? So yeah, defense time. And actually, okay, if we need to actually have a Smith's Forge on the way to the final boss, don't we? That's actually something we need. That's actually going to be tricky to set up. So maybe I just accept that's not going to happen. Okay, I think I accept that's not going to happen. Because the only way to actually guarantee it procs is for it to be on a bend like this, because it takes 6 procs. You need to pass it 3 times for it to actually do what it's meant to do. And yeah, maybe extend the river is a waste of placements. And we're at loop 8 apparently. Or well, yeah. Ooh, evasive living armor, cheeky. Wow, making me drink my potions. Yeah, we don't want to fight too many of these. I think it's a rough fight. Look at all these loots. Magic damage 9 just feels very significant and not a downgrade I want to take. Damage to all means that actually this is a 31-43. That's how I interpret it, so I'm going to keep that. And this is a 23-32. Slight damage decrease, but with some evasion. We're not using evasion. Yeah, I'm trying to go with the defense build. Yes, this is kind of a rough fight. I'm glad that there's no one hanging out with that enemy, because that would make it rough. Okay, this is 20 defense, so I think we take that. That's a boof. Or we could go with 15% vamp. We are going to get some slight vamp buffs because of our furniture, I think. But that 7 magic damage is pretty significant. We don't have any real healing per se. We got, actually, I think we do go with this. So we should gain more than 15 because of our furniture. So yeah, we've got 17. Yeah, and those are double-digit numbers. They're pretty significant. Okay, so we want to river up this thicket. Okay. More ruins. Yeah, we'll burn this forest. And I don't know if I want any more ruins. We are not thriving. we're taking a good chunk of damage. Okay, that's 27-40 with, yeah, that's just a damage boost. We'll take it. Wow, almost one shot that one. Okay, and then a counter ring. I mean, maybe we do want to have a bit more in the way of vampirism here. Should be some relatively easy fights now. Oh, you blooming Scorchworm, get out of here. Yeah, and I think this helmet is just better for us. And river and things like that. Things like that. This must be an upgrade. So this has got... Oh, it's lacking the magic damage. That's the trouble. And it's lower on defense. So I think that's a skipper. Is this better? No. Yeah, we've got forests to burn. We have forests to burn. And part of the reason to not go completely wild for attack damage is that the way that the stamina bar works. I think a cemetery here might be a mistake. So if I use this funny little grey bar here, if I use that up completely, I basically end up with my attack speed nerfed, which isn't great. Yeah, we are somewhat in trouble. We are in trouble. We haven't we've actually nearly gained an Orb of Evolution, which is nice. And we have gained some craft, so it's not been in vain. This still would have been a useful run. This is a slight damage decrease in general, just about. So I think we keep what we have, but not looking good. Okay, let's go with another thicket for a bit more attack speed, and this for some more damage. Okay. So yeah, the elusive Chapter 2 warrior win. Not right here. I don't think this is going to be it. I mean, it might be, but yeah. I think maybe if I was going to go with a defense build, I probably need to maybe have a better set of cards for it. Here's a treasury. Maybe we'll put it up here in case we bring the river across. Okay, so we're about to go to the bookery. I kind of really want to see what happens when that empties. I could bring the river across. Yeah, let's bring the river across. Because 3 of these cards are going to get used up, so by the bookery. So yeah, we don't mind losing those ones. I think I'm good on my equipment. So we've got an extra river, some forests. So we'll. Oh yeah, I wonder if there might be a river Smith's Forge interaction. Okay, didn't see one. Cool. Cool beans. Blood Grove. Oh yeah, that's a useful little extra. Yeah, I mean we're not acing this, despite all these lovely burning forests. We've burnt so many forests. Why are we not just winning? So we could run here. We've actually got most of the craft fragment. I think that's probably the right thing to do. Yeah, we could fight the Lich, but I think at this point I'd just be trading. I think I'd just be basically trading Skull, because I think I will lose to the Lich. So not the Lich, the boss. So I think here I am just going to retreat. So yeah, we did. What did we learn? I'm sure we learned some things. We got our living armors out, which is if you can get them in the demo if you've been lucky with your drops. But yeah, so that's going to be that one. A ignominious retreat. So thanks so much. If you like the video, and I'll catch you in the next loop. See, actually remembered it that time. Oh, now I've forgotten how to do the other stuff.